Hi friends, welcome to the Shits and Gigs podcast where the vibe is high, the humor gets raunchy, and things get spicy when we talk about food. You're listening tonight to an episode of Bath Bombz, which essentially means I am quite literally in my bathtub here connecting with all of you on random topics that came up throughout my week or just whatever I'm feeling inspired to chat about. Tonight, I honestly was feeling a little uninspired. So I threw on a mint mask and kind of just dove inward. And what I discovered was I really needed to take some time to channel in, I guess. I feel like I've been really on the go lately. And something that I used to do was something called Radiant Synergy Sisterhood. And once a month, we would meet on the new moon to kind of cleanse our energy and set positive intentions. And I happened to notice today when I was picking up our sushi was that it was a full moon. So I thought, why not tonight kind of give you all some insight on how to embrace the full moon and the energy that comes along with that. So when we experience a full moon, this is when the moon is directly opposite of the sun, and it has essentially reached its fullest potential in the current cycle that it's in. And because the moon is in its fullest potential state, since we are all connected, or I believe that we are all connected to nature and all of the synchronicities that come along with it, I believe fully that we are also at our fullest potential. Emotions may be amplified and your desires become clear because of that heightened emotion. So when we're in this heightened state, it's a great opportunity to manifest our deepest intentions and aspirations. So I figured I would go online and look into different ways to, or kind of fine tune, because I would just be all over the place. So I will link the article that I found so you guys can dive in further. But I found one thing that just gave top 5 things to get clear during the full moon and how to manifest those deepest desires of yours. So the first thing on how to manifest is to set your intentions. Gift yourself 5 or 10 minutes to really just take a moment and reflect on what your biggest desires are right now. What are your dreams? What are you looking to achieve? And then you want to really map out a plan of aligned action, because in my personal experience, it's one thing to just dream these big dreams, but to then just continue on in your life and take no aligned action towards that desire, it's just, there's only so much magic, quote unquote, that can happen when you're not showing up for that desire, if that makes sense. So not only do you want to take a second to reflect, you also want to reflect on actions that you can be taking right now, even if it's the smallest little thing, because you feel overwhelmed potentially with the normal chaos of your life. Just figure out 1, 2, or maybe even 3 little things that you can be doing to take that aligned action towards that desire. 2, you want to cleanse the space or practice a cleansing ritual for yourself. There are many different things that you can do for this. You can practice a couple different things and see what feels good for you. One of the ones that I like to lean on is saging my space, or it's also called smudging. So this is the act of burning dried sage, and you just kind of clear the space, and you can go online and look up different smudging mantras. So whatever heavy energy that you're experiencing, you essentially light your sage and you can just go around your home or whatever space you feel like there's like lingering energy, and you can just chant that mantra to decrease the negativity in the space and open up some new vibrant energy. There are also sage sprays. However, you kind of have to look into and to make sure that it's like a legit sage spray from like a metaphorical shop. You don't want to just get something from like the paper store, because that's just super manufactured, and it might not have the same effect on cleansing your space like you would hope. I will link one that I have found. I actually referred to this brand by a friend, and we have it at Elevated. Actually, when we have some like heavy energy, we just whip it out and spray each other and say a couple like positive affirmations and just move on. 3, preparing a sacred space. So for me, I'm going to be doing some meditation and affirmations in my tub after I'm done recording this episode. But maybe your sacred space is outside, or maybe it's just lighting a few candles in your bedroom and throwing on some tunes, which is the next thing we're going to go into. But just create a safe space for yourself to dream and set those intentions. And then one fun one that I don't do always, I kind of just know when the full moon is sometimes, and I'll take advantage of that. But actually step outside and check out the moon. Really take it all in and bask in the fullness and that like heightened energy that it's offering. I find that full moons are very mesmerizing because they often seem enhanced in size or color. So it's really cool to just take a moment for yourself, get outside, breathe that fresh air, and take it all in. And then 5, the last one, is surround yourself in sound. This one you can kind of feel out for yourself. Some people really enjoy the opportunity to like have silence. So sometimes silence is very powerful also. And then you can kind of just hone in on the subtle sounds around you. Maybe it's like the heat kicking on, or the rain outside, or just simply your breath. However, if you would like to tune into some sounds to kind of like get you in the mood and to heighten your energy and space, I recommend you can go on Apple Music. I know it has it. You can find these things anywhere nowadays. If you type in 528 hertz, this is a healing harmony vibration that has somehow, I don't really know the science behind it, but there are studies that show if you play these hertz, it has some healing properties and can also like balance out your mood and such. And fun fact, don't quote me, but I'm almost positive that the artist, I'm pretty sure he pronounces it Jake, but it's spelled Jvke. The album This Is What, and it's like an underscore feels like album, is actually produced with some of these hertz involved. So the album leaves you feeling really great and heightened. When I was pregnant, or even to this day, some of my go-to songs to kind of just heighten my energy for the day ahead, maybe on my drive into work, is the Moon and Back is from that album. Golden Hour is a really popular one that I know was trending for a while for Reels. And what's the other one that I like? Golden Hour, Moon and Back, and This Is What Love Feels Like, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. So definitely check out that album. So to recap, to manifesting your dreams, especially during the heightened energy of the new moon or the full moon, you want to set your intentions and also map out your aligned action, cleanse your space, prepare your sacred space, go check out the moon outside, and surround yourself in sound. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm feeling some self-love in my own direction tonight with unplugging from my phone and taking that time for myself to do all of these beautiful things during this full moon energy. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into our wellness mocktail for the week. I hope you're feeling nerdy. And when I say nerdy, I'm referencing the candy. We have this super popular tea at the club, Elevated Nutrition in West Greenwich, Rhode Island. Come check us out anytime, especially if you want to try out this combo. It is one of our most requested teas. This is what we call a lit tea because it has our liftoff booster and an herbal energizing tea involved. So here is the recipe for that. To make your very own Nerdz at home, you'll want a lemon lime liftoff, half a teaspoon of our herbal lemon balancing tea, some mandarin aloe, always do a heavy pour of that, great for your digestion, and then the Blue Blast, which kind of tastes like the blue popsicle flavoring, and then watermelon as well. These drink mixes are packed with vitamin C, and the lemon lime liftoff and lemon tea are combined 160 milligrams of herbal caffeine. The liftoff has ginseng powered caffeine, and the tea is an herbal tea based caffeine. And then this tea also is boosted in vitamin C, B12, B6, and biotin. So lots of amazing benefits to this tea. It's literally spot on to like the Nerdz candy flavor profile wise. So if that's something you're a fan of, definitely come check us out at Elevated, or you can feel free to comment and I will DM you pricing to make it at home. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope this is helpful and that your energy is feeling wide open and abundant after doing these practices for yourself, whether it be on the full moon or honestly just any time that you have the chance to do this for yourself. All right, guys, until next time, toodles.